Stealthy Crafter here. So today I have a whip and chat for you. If you don't know what whip stands for, it stands for work in progress. And then of course you chat along. So if you like to, you can work with your own projects. You can listen along, you can do chores, what have you. And you can listen to me ramble about pretty much nonsense or, what's going on in my daily life. So let's get started, shall we? So today's thing is something I've been still working on. I am almost done. I am literally like on the last row. It's La Sorcière by Fayonette. I got this from Oraloa, and it is for the Drills and Chills 2021 event plus the DP Festival of Witches. So I can't wait to finish this. I was hoping to be I was hoping for this to be done about 2 weeks ago, but with circumstances, with what was happening with my kids and stuff, kind of took a while. Hope everyone's doing alright. I hope you like the kind of setup that I have right now. It's a little bit different, but I moved it only because the light I have right here, it's really late. It's super late doing this right now. So I needed some light, and it was causing too much glare on the metal piece here on the ruler. So I was kind of having a little bit of trouble getting it not to be with the glare, and I figured moving my phone and stuff like that a little bit to the side would be a bit better. So hopefully you like the new angle. It'll change back to where it was hopefully next time, unless of course I'm working late again on this or something else. So let's see. So my kids have been getting sick pretty constant. It's kind of frustrating in a way. I'm telling them to, keep washing their hands and, stop becoming little germ factories, but so far it's not been good. It's like, seems like every week one of them has some sort of stomach bug, and I'm just like, can you stop? Seriously, I don't want to be sick. I feel like I'm spraying Lysol in the air everywhere. Like, they start coughing, I'm like, no. So it is, like I said, it is pretty late. And the reason being is I have been trying so hard to get a whip and chat done in the last few days, and I seem to be having a hard time doing so. Only because, let's see, my nerves have been kind of racked the last few days. So, my husband, he has not been doing good with his eyes lately. He has something like a corneal abrasion. It's not fun. Very not fun. And he can't see very well. His eyesight was getting blurry, and I see a little drill over here. And he needed me to drive. So you guys probably do not know this. I don't know if I mentioned this yet or not, but I'm still learning how to drive. Yeah, I'm 34 years old, and I don't have my license yet. I'm scared to death of driving. And I'm trying. I want to be able to drive to pick up the kids to and from school by myself eventually, especially since my husband will have to go back into the office sometime, in the future. Hopefully not anytime in the near future, but in the future. And I want to be able to do that without freaking out. And my nerves have been really shot. So I've been driving to pick up the kids from school. He was starting to do it in the mornings but it started, the pain in his eyes got so bad he couldn't drive anymore, and I took over, and I curse when I drive. I curse a lot. It's like I'm just like constantly dropping F-bombs. I'm like just basically going, I can't do this. And my husband's like, it's okay, calm down, you're fine. But yeah, and then today was kind of really bad for me. Like, so I tried to get a whip and chat in today, and I couldn't. My nerves have been completely just over. I remember someone saying about like the spoons thing. Like you only have so many spoons. Yeah, I kind of believe used up all my spoons driving. So my husband couldn't get a doctor's appointment until late October, and so he asked, well, can I have some basically the same prescription eye drops that he got last time, because his eyes was, so in that much pain. And they told him that they would call him back and contact him. Well, the doctor called him back and was worried that he had an eye infection, and when it actually fit him in for today, well, yesterday, it's past midnight, holy cow. So what happened was I had to drive him and the kids through Friday city traffic to get to this place. So I was completely just, I was a mess. He said I did good. I know I screwed up so much. There was parts where it's just like straight through, but oh man, when we got closer in, it was, of course, there was just so much merging, and I had a bit of a bit of a meltdown. I was like, I can't do this, and he's like, you're gonna have to. I'm like, I know. I made a mistake. Okay, hold on. Let's pull this little drill bit out. There we go. So I'm still using the ruler, only just, I've been mentioning this almost with every single whip and chat, just basically since I used it at the very beginning. My brain will not let me change it back to freehand, because then my brain will be like, well, it is not perfect anymore, so I have to keep going the way it is. So that's why I'm doing the way I'm doing this right now. So yeah, we got to the doctor's office safely in one piece, but oh man, driving to the school, picking up the kids, driving home, getting the kids, basically have them use the restroom and get books and stuff, because we live near the city, but not that close, so it is a good 30-minute plus drive. And then I had to entertain the kids while he was in the doctor's office, and then he came back out, and luckily he was able to drive us back home, because I would have done it. I would have, but I think I would have had to pull over a few times on the way back, because the way home was so much worse than on the way in there, which is normally the case. Everyone's trying to get home, and it was just so much traffic. Oh my gosh. But yeah, they put some drops in his eyes and stuff like that. He now has like antibiotics. So the thing that was happening was, it was actually his left eye that started to have the abrasion stuff, and then now his right eye is the corneal is eroding or something like that. But his doctor said he can't tell if he has an eye infection or not, because the abrasion is irregular. So essentially they're just going to give him both antibiotics for just in case there is an infection, and then also they're giving him ointment for his eye. And then they started talking about doing the surgery because we did have a surgery scheduled for him originally until, like, they didn't really tell us how much it was going to cost us until the day before surgery. And it was like $1,600, and we're like, you waited until almost a day before to tell us it's going to cost us $1,600 and y'all want it all at once? No, that's messed up. We now know how much it's going to cost us, so we have it scheduled for the beginning of the year. And he's going to back. It's late. He's going to go back to the doctor to next week to see if the infection cleared up or what, and if he needs to have like a contact band-aid in his eye. So, and then basically just keep a temporary solution to keep his eyes as clear as possible until we can get him into surgery, because we used up the flex card on me, unfortunately. Excuse me. I had to hydrate a little bit. So, I've been using the flex card all year round. We had a pretty good limit. We're gonna have to up the limit because I still need dental work this year and next year, and he needs his eye surgery. So we're gonna start with the first one, which is for his left eye, and then he's going to go and do the right eye after the left eye has healed. And that's going to be very much fun, as I say sarcastically. So yeah, I had my dentist appointment this past Monday, and I don't know why I keep hoping every single time, but I keep hoping that when at the end of my appointment that they'd be like, all right, you're all done, you don't need any more work, now we'll just schedule you in for cleanings. No. When they were taking x-rays to see about the 2 fillings that I needed done, they noticed that I have a cavity underneath my back crown. So, and most of my dental work is old, so basically they've been replacing everything. I have really bad hygiene, guys, like dental hygiene. I grew up in a small coal town, and I wasn't really taught to take good care of my teeth. No one really took good care of their teeth in that town either. So I grew up with really bad teeth, and I am paying the price for it now. So yeah, this is your warning. Take good care of your teeth. People always go, but your teeth look so nice. Yeah, no. They may look nice, but almost every single one of them is a crown/filling. So, and I am now on the road trying to do my best to take care of my teeth, or what I have left. So, and I'm making mistakes. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it's just, let's see. And depression is also a real pain in the butt, and along with having kids. So my teeth, I am stuttering over my words. My teeth just took a nosedive, especially once I became pregnant. My teeth became really brittle after that, and then it was just, I got depressed after that, because postpartum depression, and it was just like, I go through stages of where I just don't take good care of myself anymore, and I curl up in a ball, and I just don't want to deal with anything. I'm out of that funk, hopefully. I really should see someone for that, and I will. I've been just trying to get, the kids taken care of and everything like that, so. But right now, teeth are a very important thing. I want to be able to I feel like I've at least surpassed my parents, where my parents basically have no teeth at, you know, the age I am right now. Because I remember looking at my mom and going, I don't want to be like that when I hit 30. Not as a dig to my mom. It's just, I just didn't want to be in that much pain. And I was in that much pain. It just didn't look like I was. But now, I'm not as in much pain with my dentist stuff, and I really love my dentist. She and well now he, since I got switched over, they have been so kind and they've been so caring, and they've been taking really good care of me. My past dentists, they had all been very like harsh and stuff, especially when I was a kid. When we did have a dentist in my town, he didn't even wait for my teeth to get numb, like my gums to be numbed up. He just started working on it. And my mom is deaf, and she can't hear anything. And they had her wait in the waiting room, so she wasn't even allowed to be in the room with me back then. So it was very traumatic. So, like, I had some very bad experiences with dentists in the past. Let's see. Make sure that's in the right spot. Excuse me, sorry. So, but yeah, sorry. I'm in like prattling on about dental health. But yeah, it's just I feel been very strong about like making sure that my kids don't go in the same route as I do, and luckily they haven't. None of them have cavities. I had cavities at that age. None of them do. And my youngest two, my twins, they are 6, and my youngest daughter, she is about to lose her first tooth, and she is so super duper excited about it. It the poor tooth, it's hanging by a thread. It's just like every time she talks, it's just like it's flapping. And I'm like, you want me to take care of that for you? And she's like, she's good. And then her poor brother, he still has all of his teeth, and he's just like, I have no one else has their teeth. It was just like, because he was a little upset because I think everyone in his class has already lost their teeth, like when they were in kindergarten, and he still has all of his teeth. And I just said, well, the dentist said it was okay, remember? Because we had a talk with the dentist about this, and he's like, yeah, but I want to have a tooth fairy visit. And I'm like, the tooth fairy's gonna go broke with all you guys, because my youngest daughter, she has that one wiggly tooth, but then there's the tooth next to it is starting to get wiggly too. I'm like, man, the poor tooth fairy is gonna work overtime, especially since a few weeks ago, my oldest daughter lost her one of her other teeth. Like, it was just one of the molars, I think. She bit into a sandwich and it just popped out. She's like, hey, my tooth's wiggly, the day before. I'm like, okay, well, it doesn't look like it's too wiggly. And then she ate a sandwich and then it came out. I don't know. Make it make sense. I don't know. So we had, let's see, I am going to stop for a moment. Anyway, sorry. I always have to stop right before it hits the 20-ish minute mark, because it does that weird stutter, and then I can't render my video at all. It always goes into an error when I try, so I figured I'll just do it this way until I can figure out how to stop it. So I apologize for that. But yeah, let's see. So since I'm almost done with this project, I don't know if you guys saw, but one of my favorite artists, Baylee Jae, she had some new releases on Diamond Art Club, and I got one of the things that I was like, oh my goodness, because it fit the Drills and Chills in Festival of Witches theme. My next project after La Sorcière was going to be Moon Elf or Sweet Tooth, but I'm kind of thinking about working on Hey Guys because I just want to. I love her artwork, so I just wanted to start on that. It should be here on Sunday, so it's now like early Saturday morning. What time is it? Yeah, 2 o'clock. Holy cow, I should probably get ready for bed. Oops. I'm full of nervous energy, so I'm just, I don't even know when this video is going to come up. But anyway, I'm thinking about doing that, but I'm not sure because it's a square and I'm terribly slow with squares. I was already slow enough with this one, but I have a good reason. I had my kids were in quarantine and I had to basically, well, when I say kids, I meant my son. He was in quarantine last month and it just, right at the beginning of the whole event, and it just blew my schedule out the water, especially when my kids started getting sick. I was just like, guys, you gotta stop this. I need some time. And then of course I was making Halloween masks for them and I had to stop doing all that. And now I gotta prep for Christmas stuff. Can you believe that? I don't even think about it. It doesn't even feel like it's should be around that time. Let's see. Yep. So let's see. Let's drill on this one and then we'll move on to the next little spot. So trying to think of. I had a story I wanted to talk about, but it flew out of my mind. Oh yeah. So let's see. We're gonna be doing some Halloween decorations. I don't know how well my husband's going to fill up for it, but I'm going to do the decorating. He told me not to worry about it, but I'm climbing on that ladder in the morning. We're gonna be decorating the front yard. So last weekend we had to cut the bushes. I mentioned that we were going to do that. We did, but the bushes are like really low now, but still not low enough where I can decorate with them easily. So it's like the spider webs are halfway across the bushes. But I'm able to have nice bright light when I'm diamond painting. I love it. My husband doesn't like it because he likes privacy more. Understandable. Especially since, this is our office room. He doesn't want people peeking in here. He's very much anti having people here, and he wants the windows closed. And I'm like, I don't want this to be a cave. I don't want this to be a hermit place. I need light. Only after 10 o'clock in the morning, though. I can't handle having bright light hit in my face. I'm not liking that stuff. So, but yeah. So we didn't decorate the yard too much. What happened was we did all the yard work. We cut the grass. We trimmed the bushes. We're going to trim the tree near the garage. Hopefully in where did I put? I am missing something, I think. No, I'm not. Okay. See, I'm tired, and that's not good. I am tired, and I'm starting to mess up on stuff. That's not good at all. I probably should stop, but I'm not. I'll pick stuff out if I am making too many mistakes. But yeah. So when I went to the store last month, it was the Halloween decoration aisle was actually pretty cleaned out, and I was kind of shocked, to be honest. But I was like, well, it'll probably fill back up. They'll restock. It'll be fine. They didn't restock. We went last weekend the next day after we did the whole cleanup, And yeah, the Halloween decorations are completely cleaned out. I'm flabbergasted. So, and you know what sucks? So it doesn't even feel like fall yet, guys. It is 80 degrees plus. Today was in the higher 80s. In fact, the weather has turned for the morning time. So like in the mornings, it's cold enough where you need a jacket, but not really. You can get away with wearing a jacket. Um, but it is still so miserable in the afternoons, especially if you start doing a lot of yard work, and it's not fun. But the point is, it's not fall yet. It hasn't even felt like fall, and yet I go into the Walmart to start trying to find Halloween stuff, and I pass not one, not two, not three, but four Christmas decoration aisles. Like they had 4 aisles filled with Christmas stuff. I'm like, it is not even like at this point it was like it's not even midway to October. What is Christmas doing encroaching on my Halloween? So I'm a little frustrated. Christmas needs to stay away. That's all I have to say. Christmas has to stay away. It can stay past Thanksgiving in my opinion. I do not celebrate Christmas at all. Before I had my kids, my hard rule was nothing Christmassy until December 1st. With the kids, it's now nothing Christmassy until after Thanksgiving. And I do start buying Christmas toys. And I do start buying Christmas presents for the kids beforehand, but only because I have realized in the past when I wait till like Black Friday and stuff like that to start buying stuff online, people are already like a lot of stuff already is starting to go out. So I get like some of the items I know that they want, and then I just kind of fill it in throughout the rest of the month of December. So, I probably will have to start looking through it. The thing I'm going to have to do right now is we're going to have to go to Joann's to get some fabric, since I do make masks, and I'm going to have to buy the Christmas fabric. It happened last year when I went to buy Halloween fabric in October. They didn't really have any Halloween fabric. They had Halloween fabric this year in August, so I snatched it all up. And then, of course, now it's all sold out, and they now are selling Christmas stuff. So I'm going to buy the Christmas fabric and then just leave it alone and I ignore it, because I pretend that it doesn't exist until it's happening. But yeah, I'm a little frustrated because I really, really don't feel like it's fall yet. And I just want to have some nice weather. I kind of miss snow. Everyone tells me that I only miss it because I knew it as when I was a kid. I've never experienced like snow as an adult, and that might be true, you know, especially now that we have a house. We had a couple of storms that have closed our schools, but they're laughable. They really are. Compared to what I grew up as a kid. But I don't know, it's just right now I just want to have some fall weather. I was looking outside my window this morning in my neighbor. So I have like a small tree, and it's mostly red leaves almost all year round. But the neighbor's tree across from me is a big tree, and it is still bright green leaves and hasn't changed color. Grass is still bright green everywhere. I mean, it still feels like it is, at least right now it feels like it's the beginning of spring, and I don't know if I like that. let's see. I'm probably going to have the kids finish decorating their stuff soon. We gotten some stuff from the library, like to make little pumpkins for them to hang up in the library. They got like a little board for the kids to put their projects up. They gave us project bags, so I'm gonna have them finish it up maybe this weekend, and I'm gonna turn it in for the next, I think next Monday maybe. Give it time to dry. And I did get some. I was lucky enough to get some decorations, not a lot. So I'm going to try and do my own thing. We bought some tombstone stuff. It was like $8 at Walmart, and they're so small and flimsy. I'm going to try my hand at making my own tombstones next year. I've been following a couple of YouTube channels that does a lot of making stuff, and yeah, it looks a little complicated, but I think if I just take my time and have my enlisted help with my husband, I might be able to do some of the stuff. Don't do any of the crazy out there kind of projects, but like, I don't think it's going to be too hard to do the tombstone stuff. Hopefully. I know I don't have time for this year, but maybe next year. I had like a whole idea. I wanted like a spider web kind of thing all throughout the yard, with tombstones, and then like a skeleton kind of coming out, and then like spiders crawling on top of the skeleton. I bought like this 6-foot spider, and I just want the spider like coming on top of the skeleton. And then I was going to buy like a ghost / grim reaper kind of thing to hang in the yard to overlook the yard, like the whole graveyard. But yeah, that might be sometime next year. But the good news is we got the kids their Halloween costumes. I wasn't too sure if I was going to let them go out for trick-or-treating. I know, guys. I'm super anxious, and I've been paranoid. Last year, we had them stay home for Halloween. And we had like a little party kind of thing. What we did was, let's see, we peeled grapes, and said that the peeled grape skins were like eyelids, and then of course the grapes itself were eyeballs, Out of all 3 of my kids, the youngest one, she was like brave enough to actually touch it and went, ew. So I'm pretty sure my husband's probably thinking of more gross things to do. We're gonna still do something like that. But the kids picked out some Halloween costumes, and seeing them so excited just to have costumes, one of the main reasons why we even said, okay, let's do costumes, even though they're like $20 to $30 a pop, and I'm just like, it's just cheaper to buy a bag of candy and be like, just fling it at them and go, here. But they were telling me that apparently the school has like a costume parade, and they wanted to participate, and I didn't want them to be left out. Essentially, it's like anyone who dresses up around the time for Halloween, when they have their little Halloween party in their classrooms, each classroom gets to go down the hallway and basically have their own parade kind of thing. And they were talking about how much fun it was last year. So I'm like, okay, I'll buy a costume for them this year, especially since they don't fit into their last year's costumes. Because costumes are so expensive, I try to buy costumes that will fit for a few years. And my son's costume, his fit him for like 3 years, so. Hold on just a minute. Alright, sorry. When the kids were awake, they had a bad dream, and now we're good to go. I don't remember where I left off. Um, I oh I yeah. So I got the kids Halloween costumes, and they're all excited. And they are ready to go, which is great news. Um, like the youngest one, she's all going to be like Elsa, and then like my oldest, she's going to be a mermaid, and my son, we were kind of worried. He doesn't really pick out costumes. Nothing really ever speaks to him. It's always so hard to get him a costume, but he's going to go as a creeper from Minecraft. So he's already practicing going. Tss, I'm like, oh great. But we're gonna let them go out for trick or treating for about 30 minutes or so before our street gets too crowded. We live in a neighborhood where it's not just our neighborhood, but surrounding area actually comes by because we have a really huge neighborhood, and they built more houses on our street the last few years. So instead of like where it used to be a dead end on our street, it is now goes loops around with two other streets. So now it's just there's a lot of kids now. Not that it's a bad thing. It's just like, oh my goodness, the amount of people. So we decided we're gonna go and trick or treat for a little bit and then have them come in. I was originally going to set out a bowl. I do this every year whenever I did take them out for trick-or-treating. What I used to do was I would grab a chair and put a bowl of candy for the trick-or-treaters to take, and then when I get home I would pass out, what's left. Unfortunately, most years the teenagers would just empty the entire bucket or bowl of candy into their backpacks and go off. It's gotten a lot better. Compared to like a few years ago, the kids who are now teenagers, they don't do that. Compared to the ones that were here 5 years ago, yeah. I don't mind teenagers trick or treating. I used to be a teenager that trick or treat. For the longest time, I feel as long as you dress up, you get candy from me. So I'm not gonna judge. Free candy, right? But considering the yard work we did, so I'm circling back to this. So when my husband cut the bushes out front of our window, it's next to our front door. And I was raking up all the dead leaves, the debris and stuff like that was around the bushes. We've disturbed a mound of ants. Yes, the ants, they're back. It was awful. We had to throw so much stuff around the front porch. So I was asking my husband if he could talk to his parents to perhaps borrow like one of their foldable their tables or something, and I was going to put it into the driveway instead. Like the bowl of candy, I was going to just dress up the entire thing and do it like that way, because I don't want the ants to see the bucket of treats and think that they're welcomed, because they're not. So we're figuring out what to do, because I don't want to deal with more ants, and it's a good thing that we found them as it was, because if they got in through here, who knows if they would destroy all the equipment that we have in this room as it is. So we've been keeping an eye out, of course picking up crumbs and stuff like that. I may need to replace. Ooh, I forgot, since I just mentioned this. So it happened Thursday. I talked about Randa's Crafty Corner. I had my youngest daughter helping me. She was wanting to be an assistant, and I was like, okay, just for a little bit. I mentioned that that I didn't get her iced lemon biscotti. And it finally came in on Thursday. I was so excited. It smells so good, guys. I can't wait to use this one. I'm going to try and finish this one up though. It's the pumpkin spice. I don't know why everyone if you guys don't like pumpkin spice, that's fine. I like the smell of it. I mean, like, who doesn't like the smell of cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice? I mean, look, those smell really good. But look, I still have that much left, guys. Oh my gosh, it lasts a long time and it smells so good. She did bump her prices up to $6 now. Not a big deal. But I noticed that she has some new scents in there. And I think it's like hazel cream or hazelnut cream. I can't remember. I remember mentioning it, like, because I'm just excited. I'm in love with putty now, so but Monday I am probably going to be ordering more scents. I'm just obsessed with it right now, and I want to have a nice stockpile of it. So if I feel like to change scents, like I'm in the mood for, peach mango, I'm going to go for peach mango. I haven't got that scent yet, but maybe I might, who knows. So I've been just, I was really excited about that. Let me actually show you the stickers too that came in it. My husband said I should have done an unboxing, but I was just too excited. Plus, we were about to pick up the kids, and I just wanted to get into it and smell the lemon. But yeah, so we got this sticker right here, and it said "Stay humble, hustle hard, and be kind." And then we also have a strawberry cow. Look at the strawberry cow. Oh, look at it. It's so cute. I love it so much. But I keep all the stickers right in here for now. I don't know where I'm going to put them. I have ideas, and then I just don't know. My ideas just change out. I still been having trays like haphazardly all over my thing because I don't really have a organized system just yet. I will eventually. It's just this painting's so huge. It takes up my entire table, and it's like hanging off the edge right now. I'm hoping this will be done before Sunday. I mean, because I really want to get that Baylee Jae one done. I just don't know if I'm going to be done before October with that one. I'm a little worried about that. Let's see. Number 44. There we go. And then, let's see. I don't know if anything else new has been happening. It's been very kind of boring, honestly, in this house. Not boring per se. It's just, we kind of had like a stay-at-home day. It was like rainy, and then of course we were just doing yard work and trying to clean up around the house. Excuse me. And we were going to, my goodness, ow. That's the soda starting to catch up with me. My goodness. We had, we were going to have the in-laws come over. Well, my in-laws, my husband's parents. But with my husband's eye issue, we decided to postpone that for another weekend. So that's probably going to be next weekend. And I was kind of hoping to do a planetarium kind of thing. That still might happen. It just might not happen as soon as I want, which is okay. I think the kids will be so excited when that does happen, because both. No, I didn't make a mistake. I had to think about it. Both my son and my oldest daughter, they are both obsessed about space as it is, and I feel like a planetarium would be kind of cool. And I think my youngest daughter would like it too. I took my oldest to a planetarium once a few years back. The twins were so little though, they weren't old enough to go into it. So my husband was really kind, and kept them entertained while my oldest and I went in and watched the whole talk about the solar system and stuff like that. So I kind of want to have that experience, but with the entire family, because I think everyone would like that. It would be kind of a neat thing. I don't know if I can do another bounce and play situation. It was just so many people last time, and it was just like I kept getting nervous with everyone in close quarters, no one wearing masks, and I was just like, my anxiety was so high at that point, so I don't know if I can handle another one of those. Maybe if we did like bowling or something like that. I don't know. I'm trying to think of things to keep the kids occupied so they're not stuck at home all day. I don't want to make them just, their weekends are boring, and then of course when they get to school and the teacher's like, what did you guys do during the weekend? And they just go, we stayed home and played video games. Although I like that idea, but I don't think the teacher would be as appreciative of that. Oh well. But yeah, I'm gonna have them probably we got options, plus another library trip. They always do love going to the library. And my oldest, she wants to work on her ripstick some more, which means that I'm going to be the one that has to help balance her. I tried to do that last week, and we practiced around the driveway, and she got me good on my ankle, man. It hurt. What I was doing was like I was holding onto her wrist like so. I was just holding onto them, and then I was like letting go of one hand. I was like trying to have her to go on by herself, and she went into a circle and then smacked me with the ripstick wheel right on my ankle. It was not pleasant. And I think, of course, one of the twins, I think it was it my son? No, it was probably. Is it bad that I don't remember who hurt themselves? Because they all scraped themselves eventually. But one of them fell and scraped their knee pretty good, and I think it was my son. Yeah, it was my son. No, that was a different experience. It was my daughter. She scraped her knee pretty good, and we had to bandage it up. I was thinking of a different thing. My son, like another day earlier this week, he did something to his finger. I don't know if he was like chewing on his nail or something, but he got like where his nail was actually like he got like the inside part of his nail right here, and it bleed, and he was freaking out about the fact that there was blood coming out. He's like, am I going to die? I'm like, no, kid, you're not going to die. It's okay. But we got him bandaged up, but he was freaking out. It was adorable, and at the same time it was just like, oh my goodness, this kid, right? Let's see. But yeah, it was just I was just like, you're gonna be fine, calm down, you're not going to die, things are fine. And then he takes the darn band-aid off like an hour or so later, complains that his boo-boo hurts. I'm like, well, yeah, you took the band-aid off, but it hurts. I'm not putting another band-aid on. Oh well, I'm very much like, you keep taking band-aids off, I'm not wasting band-aids on you. Only if, of course, if it's like a really bad like if it's bad enough that needs to have a band-aid it stays on, I get onto them on picking their band-aids off. Otherwise things are pretty much a-okay. But I do have one more exciting bit of news. So I squealed a little bit because I won a $20 gift card to Diamond Art Club, and I just on Instagram, and I squealed so loud once. I woke up in the morning with with uh with my name being tagged, and I was like, what is going on? And then like, oh my god. I my husband shook his head. He's like, oh no, you're gonna be buying diamond paintings. I used it to buy Baylee Jae, the Hey Guys one. Honestly, I was going to use it to um buy one of the Halloween ones, but then when I saw that Baylee Jae one, I was like, I gotta get it. I have to. Um, so yeah, that's what I use. Also, I got dark dark moon. I was just like, because my oldest and I have been watching Sailor Moon, um, uh, and I was just like, oh my god, that's Chibiusa, you know. So I wanted to get some Sailor Moon stuff or something, things that resemble Sailor Moon and stuff like that. So I probably will try and get something from DIY Moon Shop in the future, because I saw that she has a couple of Sailor Moon ones. May have to switch that out. I actually scratched this finger doing that. Oh, ooh, do you like my new nails? I painted them actually earlier this night. I was watching a live stream, and I was just doing my nails the entire time. I might put some nail decals on. I'm thinking like some bats and some moons on my nails. But I'm like, I just wanted to do something different, and I haven't done the green and purple combination, but I like it a lot actually. But I think I'm going to call it here for now, because it is really late. I'm probably going to finish this off camera, and try to do some editing before I pass out and get ready for my kids to wake me up bright and early at 7 in the morning. So, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day or wonderful night. Bye!